My name is Ted Spraker. I'm a fairly long time Alaskan. I've been here since the early 70s. I retired from the Department of Fish and Game. I worked here on the Kenai for about 24 years as an area biologist. I'm also on the Board of Game. I'm currently the chairman of the Board of Game. But today I'm coming to you and talking to you as a local hunter and a concerned person for our community and our residents. As you all know, we've been dealing with this Swan Lake fire for about 85 or 86 days. It's kind of hard to keep track, and it's been quite a concern to all of our residents. I want to just look at this map with you and explain the closures that were set by U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Forest Service, and I strongly support these closures. Basically, they start from the edge of the fire here on the north shore of Ski Lac Lake. They run down the lake to the outlet. They travel down the Kenai River for a short distance, and then this is a straight line that connects with the fire break that's on the edge of the refuge, and then it travels to the west to the Moose River, and then up the Moose River all the way up to the Chickaloon, and then across the Chickaloon. This is the Big Indian Creek, so north of the Big Indian still open, down to American Peak here, over to Devil's Pass Trail, and then down to Quartz Creek, and then down through community of Sterling, and then it travels all the way around back to the point of beginning. But the point I want to make is that a lot of hunters are going to think that all of these moose are concentrated right on the perimeter of this burn, when actually that's not true. Most of this area here did not burn thoroughly, so moose have surely moved back into the areas where there's cover, and they're probably distributed throughout most of this area. There's certainly no concentration of moose along the edges. Now, one of the things that we did make sure that if you live in Sterling, that the area around Sterling is all still open. If you happen to have drawn a goat permit for this area right up against Turnagain Arm, that area is still open. There's just a handful of permits there. As far as caribou hunting, there's 25 permits issued for the Kenai Mountains caribou area, and there's still lots of good areas to hunt for caribou, so that's all still open. Now, the other thing I want to mention is this is a low density moose area to begin with, so it's not like there's going to be lots of moose here. It's not a real important moose area, with the exception of Mystery Creek Road. And Mystery Creek Road is all closed. The Pipeline Road is all closed for health and safety reasons, so that's kind of off of the table right now. The majority of the hunting in 15A is going to be on the Swanson River Road, Swan Lake Road, out on the western coast up to Point Possession and so forth, North Kenai. You know, those areas are still going to be open. There's no closures there. So hopefully this closure doesn't impact a lot of people. And again, it's for the safety and the health of firefighters. You know, another thing that I'd like to mention is the Caribou Lake fire, because that's an area that's really popular. There's a lot of ATV trails there. There's cabins there that have been used traditionally. And I can guarantee you there are hunters going in there right now getting set up for the moose season that starts Sunday, September 1. So to those hunters, all I'm saying is that, you know, be very respectful and don't get too close to the perimeter of those fires. There's still people working down there. And the other thing that's really important, and as a hunter, I can assure you that I enjoy a nice fire when we get back in the evening to sit around and talk about the big one that got away. But in this case, there's no fires, and we need to really respect that and abide by that regulation, that there are no fires, no campfires, and we're so dry right now that even a small campfire could turn into another one of these wildfires.